A nighttime drive. A routine job. That was the setup we were given in the opening moments of our Karma the Dark World preview. So we slipped into the role of Daniel McGovern, a roam agent for Leviathan's Thought Bureau. This is one of those 1984 Orwellian Big Brother dystopias you're dealing with. Roam agents are tasked with investigating crimes in the normal way, investigating the crime scene, gathering clues to get an understanding for the case, and then brain diving into the head of the suspect to get the truth as you run through their memories to see what actually happened, and if they're lying to you. We were lucky enough to check out Karma back at Gamescom last year, so I had a rough idea of what to expect, which ended up giving us even more questions about the preview we were now seeing. This was an earlier slice of the story on show here. Head to the Winston Research Institute to investigate Shawn Mendes, an employee accused of theft of confidential research property. It was routine, it was mundane, and it was unnerving. The greatest horror that you can experience is the one you create. Your mind knows what makes you tick after all. Suspense and unknown are tools that can be masterfully wielded, and Karma the Dark World wants to set this stage of unease right from the start. Winston Research Institute is quiet, it's dark, isolating, and oppressive. As you explore the corridors of the facility, pieces start to fall into place about just how the omnipresent Leviathan Corporation keeps the trains running on time. Memos informing employees of a loss of social credit and social rank can be found, about the expected behavior of employees, and it paints a bleak picture as cameras watch every action you take, and large Leviathan branded screens allow for inspecting infractions employees have caused. Even when you're alone navigating these dark corridors of the Winston Research Institute, you aren't alone, because Leviathan are watching. More pieces of Shawn Mendes' work and personal lives started falling into place as puzzles were solved. You searched desk drawers to find memos about injuries and reassignment, finding combinations for locks to reveal more clues, more answers, and yet more questions. The biggest question I had in my head at the moment was fueled by distrust. See, having the prior knowledge of our Gamescom preview, I was waiting for that penny to drop, because we were shown B during that, and we were currently in A. How do we get from A to B? I didn't get long to think about it though, as a voice came over the speakers in the Winston building. We had found what we were looking for, and it was time to head back to HQ and begin our Wait, was that Shawn Mendes? Karma wants you questioning things, doubting, feeling confused as it puts you on edge. It makes you susceptible to the games it's going to play, and it works. Giving chase, you encounter a door? Was that there before? And then it drops. Red fabric from floor to ceiling, a mannequin family having a meal together. This is reality though, right? Is this... No. Is this real? It can't be. Or is it? Am I dreaming or awake? You see, Pollard's studio like making you ask questions and doubting what is and isn't real. That's one of the core threads running throughout Karma. It's the dream core concept. You're going to be asking yourself questions the entire time, and it's intended. When we talked back in Germany, we spoke of 80s style aesthetics, Russian architecture, David Lynch, Stanley Kubrick, Darren Aronofsky, and even more. Dreamcore sprang to the forefront of my mind when talking and playing, blurring dream with reality, letting players create their own nightmares while asking, am I awake? Is this real? Am I safe? As I wrapped up my preview of Karma the Dark World, I had more questions than answers in my head, and a strong desire to keep pushing forward in the hopes of finally getting those answers and knowing the truth. Which just goes to show that Karma the Dark World is headed in the right direction, even if I have no idea what the hell that direction is.